Here's your weekly SunStar Baguio Newsbits. A look at this week's headlines.
Dog microchipping in Baguio suspended. Cordillera at moderate risk. Voter registration starts September. Drug pusher shot in roadside bust. 7 million pesos damages lost in LT fire. And in sports, Pasho shapes up, turns to biking workout.
And for the details. The mandatory dog microchipping in Baguio City has been suspended until a win-win solution is crafted. This report from Maria Elena Catahan.
Councilor Joel Alangsab, who authored the mandatory dog registration and microchipping law, said the measure is now under study after petitioners opposed to the new law went public and aired concerns. Alangsab stated the city ordinance will be studied by Councilor Betty Lourdes Tabanda, who chairs the Committee on Laws. He said they decided to defer it as well as penalties until internal rules and regulations are crafted. The councilor added there is nothing preventing those who want their dogs to undergo microchipping as they are free to do so. The alderman also proposed to have another round of consultations to hear sentiments of dog owners and petitioners as he finds arguments of the city that reasonable. During Monday's session, the City Council moved to suspend the implementation of mandatory dog microchipping while awaiting the IRR for the ordinance to be crafted by the City Veterinary and Agriculture Office. Maria Elena Catahan, SunStar Baguio.
Despite the increasing number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in the Cordillera region, the highlands remain in moderate risk compared to other areas in the country. This report from Jonathan Yanes.
The Department of Health in the Cordillera this week recorded a 61% increase in COVID-19 cases since August 12. Dr. Ruby Constantino, Regional Director of DOH, said, to date, 708 confirmed cases have been recorded from the 439 cases reported on August 12, having 10 deaths and 526 recoveries, with 55% or 390 individuals belonging to the essential sectors. These individuals comes from healthcare workers with 88 infections, 73 from uniformed personnel, 45 coming from banks including their security personnel, 24 vegetable dealers and farmers, and 22 merchandisers working in grocery stores. The bulk of cases listed at 160 include street sweepers, drivers, locally stranded individuals, overseas Filipino workers, and 3 persons deprived of liberty, aside from the recorded clustering of cases. Jonathan Llanes, SunStar Baguio.
Voter registration resumes September 1 and will run until September next year, giving those who want to cast their votes for the May 2022 national and local elections time to register.
Commission on Elections Baguio Supervisor John Paul Martin said despite the resumption of the voters' registration, prospective registrants will have to follow the changes the Electoral Tribunal is set to impose for the duration of the registration. He added they will reduce the face-to-face transactions, advising registrants to download, print, and fill out the forms for registration before proceeding to COMELEC offices to process their registration. Prior to proceeding to COMELEC offices, registrants are advised to set a booking schedule for the particular date of their registration. The health declaration certificates will also be required by the Electoral Tribunal in the registration process. For the first week of registration, slots intended for registrants for COMELEC Baguio have been filled out or booked a month earlier, while prospective registrants may proceed starting September 8 until Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
A suspected high-value individual was shot in a daylight buy-bus operation on Thursday in Barangay San Vicente. This report from Joven Peralta.
Joint operatives from the Baguio City Police Office Drug Enforcement Unit, in coordination with Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency Cordillera, initiated the buy-bust and arrest of Jeffrey Tolentino. Police said Tolentino, who is the 8th regional drug personality under their watch list, sold at least 1 gram of shabu worth 3,500 pesos to a poser buyer. The suspect shot the police while trying to evade arrest. Police fired back and shot Tolentino, who was later brought to the Baguio General Hospital for treatment. Joven Peralta, SunStar Baguio.
More or less 7,033,500 pesos were estimated damages for the two houses razed Monday afternoon in La Trinidad, Benguet. This report from Loren Alimondo.
Senior Fire Inspector Mark Anthony Dangatan, La Trinidad Fire Station Marshal, said firefighters from the fire station together with the personnel from Irisan and Tublay Fire Station, Sunshine Fire Volunteer, La Trinidad Water District, Nestor Fongwan Guada Waters, Water Gold Pugis responded to the residential fire in Rocky Side 1 in Barangay Lubas after they received a call from a concerned resident. Authorities declared the fire out at 8:45 p.m. and reported no casualties during the incident, while the investigation continues on the cause of the fire that burned the two houses. Mayor Romisalda said affected families were immediately given food packs and rice as assistance. Since January this year, there were 32 fires recorded in Benguet's capital town, with the recent fire recorded as the third this August. Lauren Alamondo, SunStar Baguio.
And in sports, with the community lockdown still in effect in some parts of Baguio and Benguet, Team Lakay is finding ways on how to remain in shape just in case they get another call-up in one championship. This report from Jeannie Cole Cortez.
Due to the effects of COVID-19 pandemic has on the world, Team Lakay has resorted to alternative methods of training to keep their physical fitness at the highest level. Fortunately, the team is situated in one of the most breathtaking locales in the entire country. Reigning one-strawweight world champion Joshua Pasio recently took up the Team Lakay pastime of mountain biking, and now a handful of their team members regularly hit the dirt roads to experience the fun and excitement of this alternative sport. Pasio and the team typically integrated mountain biking into their training regimen, riding at least once a week during training camp and 2 to 3 times a week when they don't have upcoming bouts. The area they usually ride in Baguio City is flush with natural beauty, hills, valleys, rivers, and flourishing wildlife. For Pasio, it's a chance not only to get in a great workout, but also to observe the unique energy of Mother Nature. Pasio, who holds one strawweight world title, knows he has to be at the top of his game constantly for when he gets the call to defend his belt. Jeannie Cole Cortez, SunStar Baguio.
For more updates, visit us at our website and our official social media accounts. Working from home in Baguio City, this is Conway Copas, reminding you to grab a copy of SunStar Baguio, the only daily newspaper in Northern Luzon.